Okay, January 7th. What a day. All right. So this was the open. There's one of these just divergences that I noticed. Just wanted to kind of include it for reference sake. Um, Basically, you can just kind of see here how it got three pushes down in the tick and three pushes up in the price, and got a nice trade here. Came all the way down and hit all the take profit levels with minimal pullback. Anyway, so this was the first trade. Um, Basically, market broke up to 700. Um, you know, I managed this well. I mean, whatever. The ATR was very low. I waited calmly for the first down bar. Didn't get tricked in on that one. Entered the trade, put the stop in the right spot. Even went my direction for a little bit, um, and then totally just rolled over on me. Look back in December, the low ATR trades did work. So, yeah, just a loser. It happens. Um, yeah, so then I switched accounts. Um, Saw that the market looked like it was making a lower high. Um, Kind of broke through that. So, or yeah, I guess it didn't, right? But so right there, one lesson for today. It's right there when it didn't. I mean, it was very quick, but I could have basically exited a minute earlier when it didn't. Um, when I didn't get the continuation on the divergence. It wasn't a great divergence anyway because it didn't really like come out. It was just, kind of around 100. This was the real divergence right here. So if I had entered, um, again, kind of waiting for that follow through. So you can kind of see like right there, right? So that was the entry. Put the uh, put the stop up at 10 ticks, or even a few ticks above. The high was like 4 ticks um, above. And if I just, you know, entered there, ended up being a great trade. Kind of rolled over a bit, came back and tested that level. Yeah, so it took a little while, but it kept going. Um, and hit a profit one. So you can see here, this was the next trade, 800. Seen this work 1,000 times. Came down, kind of a pullback. Um, you know, Everything was set up right, managed it right, and just totally rolled over. And this is kind of where things went a little sideways for me. But I guess let's let this play out here. So then again, you can see there's this very slight divergence. Um, and also, again, I just kind of got ticked out of the trade. But I really think that, I don't know. I mean, this has definitely worked in the past. But I think, I basically should have just called it here for the day, or called it here on this move for sure. I ended up losing 6 trades on the day. This would have been 4, which is a difference for sure. And you can also just see just it's just not getting that follow through. It's hard to know because sometimes it just goes sideways and then it goes, but yeah, you definitely. I think also you just need that bigger divergence. It was very slight. I really moved out. So here, this is just a bad entry. Again, looking back on it, like you just, it's sort of almost the same thing that I did to the short side, or yeah, with the short. You need that that tick to like stretch out again. And I just, I didn't let that happen. Um, yeah, so this was the real trade. I think it was about here. Um, that it basically kind of entered center line of that bar. Tick came back in, turned around, got a good strong bull bar, and then it ended up going. This is kind of what I had been waiting for. Tick actually did come back in a little bit there, but yeah, this was kind of the rest of the move. You can see it just kind of almost got pretty close to their take profit. This is just at the end of the day. Just added it to the recording. Got to seven. ATR actually had picked up a little bit, but it was after 3:30. It just kind of rolled over a bit, and then I don't know, just futzed around. Just didn't have the juice to go. Um, I guess technically it was something I could have taken and cut when I saw it wasn't going. I don't know. Just wanted to note it. Didn't end up going anywhere. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, lessons for the day. I mean, first of all, again, I think it's key to have just two trades per signal. You get the extreme and then try the divergence. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. And then, gotta wait for the next one if there is. In this case, there wasn't. Yeah, and also just on those divergence trades, it has to kind of get that extreme again. I think that's key. That was a mistake I made twice. To really look for that extreme another time. So yeah, live and learn.